Okay, so here we are. Got this pretty well squared away, but I was actually going to be kind of addressing this chunk of text that will kind of better describe, the program. So I kind of wrote up this PDF here. Oh, I have two of them open. Okay. So I kind of just came up with this font, this text here. It says, "Do you love art? Choosing the graphic design as your career, okay, I don't have that in there, right? Your career is a practical application for your love of the visual arts. The graphic design program here at MSU Northern helps you gain a strong understanding of the graphic design industry. Standards, practices, and design skills, both technical and aesthetic, are covered extensively in coursework. Contact Professors Joel Soyseth at his phone number or Mary Ward at my email to sign into a graphic design class." So it kind of gives people a little plan of action here. That's kind of important, a call of action, to have that in your designs. Because sometimes people are like, "Oh, I looked at this, but now I don't know what to do. Like, I'm interested, but it doesn't have any information on, what do I do next? What do I do?" So it's always good to kind of have some sort of sentence in there about, like, do this now, and here's the information you need to do that, and to act on this today. And that's just kind of a call of action, I guess, call to action. So I thought that this would be a good headline. And I mean, that's why I went into graphic design, is because, I liked art. So, and that was kind of my thing, was art. So anyway, I think I'm just going to copy and paste this. There's a couple typos, but then we'll kind of just copy. So Command C, and then we'll grab the text tool, click that over the area that we want to add that, Command V. So Command A will select all that font if you're clicked inside of the box. And then I'm going to change it. I guess I'll just make it all like this for now. So let's see. I'm just going to try and get this all to kind of fit in here. So there's actually quite a bit of text here. I'm going to have to make it smaller for it to all fit nicely. So I think I'll leave this larger, and then from here down I might actually take off the caps, and then I will make which will help with, size, because it's a little too big. And I'm going to actually size it down, maybe get it on that many lines. It seems decent. And then so from here down, I'm going to actually bring the leading by using that here. You can also do it over here in the character panel, but I'm kind of accustomed to using this. So if we grab this and just we want it to be underneath, this to all fit underneath. We want it to be centered underneath this graphic, and we don't want it to be too close to that point either, because then you start getting a tension in the design where the two meet, and it just is not necessarily what we're looking for. Okay, so one thing I noticed about all this font that's in here, let's see, is that, no, I'll leave that there. I guess we need the window, paragraph, or type, paragraph, because this actually has the hyphenate. It's on, and I want to uncheck that because I don't want it to be hyphenated. And in most of your designs, you'll find that the hyphenation is on, and you don't want hyphens in most design work, unless you're making a book. That would be a common practice. So I'm still trying to kind of adjust this. I might actually make it a little bit more spread out. I want to get all of this on a nice even number of lines to the most part, so that looks pretty good. So it's kind of hard to read, So if we do Command plus, I mean, by the time they see the headline and they're walking up closer to this poster, I mean, it's still going to be kind of hard for them to read just because of the text is over this photo and it's just kind of hard. So that's kind of where I'm wondering if I shouldn't double up the background color to try and create a little bit more that's really darkened it up a lot, though. I'm not sure if I'm liking that. No, but Command Z, so we can bring it back, and then I'll actually use this gradient feather tool, and I'll just use it on the if you push shift, it'll keep the line straight too, and it'll just keep that feather just on the bottom part, and that might help a little bit too. And if you click and drag, you can kind of feather it up, you know, a little bit more, because that kind of helps preserve some of that gold color that I like without, see, and you can see the gradient feather in this box if I drag it out, and that's just layered over this other box, and that does help if you, as you can see, like it does help that font pop a little bit more, while still having that nice golden color over our little shape, that white shape that we have behind the diamond. So still not super happy with it because that's just a lot of text, but we can always maybe shorten it. And it might also be the font that I'm not liking or something, you know, we can always change the font. But for sake of time, I might just leave the font as is for now. Now I'm going to make this bigger so that you can kind of see that from afar. Let's see. It's still hard to read. But I mean, I guess that's to kind of be expected. I mean, what we could do to try and fix that or help with that is we could potentially add, you know, like a black box at the bottom. And then, you know, lay this over the top of that and then kind of tuck it down more. And maybe we do a gradient feather on the box, on the black box, just to kind of help it. I'm not really liking that, but... And then we would have to move like the Cowan photo up maybe a little bit, or we just have to bring this, we'd have to bring this way down. So we just do not have this. So let's just go in here. I think part of the problem is this is just too much text for this particular design. God dang it. Okay, choosing graphic design as your career is a practical. Graphic design program. I'll just get rid of here. That's one. Helps you gain stronger. So we can just like, let's just make this smaller. Let's see what's the font size. 29. That's actually pretty large. As your career. It would be kind of nice to make this on its own line because it's kind of like, kind of in a different category because this is like describing the design program, and then this is like actual contact information. And it's also the call to action. So maybe it should be visually separate from, I don't like this black. separated from, excuse me, well, sorry, let's see, maybe we'll bring back the, what am I doing here? I'm doing a Command Z, but I'm trying to get the black box back. Okay, so maybe we'll make the black box white. Might be a little bit better, and then we'd have to make this all either gray or black. We'll make it 85%. No. You know, maybe we would make it a maroon color to match the top of the design a little bit. Maybe a little bit more purple. I don't know. Still not huge into that. I really liked it without. It's just really, I think it's a lot of words. Which, I mean, you know, that's something that you're going to have to work with when you design, is you're going to have to figure out a way to work with all the text that you need to put into it and still have your design. So maybe I'm just going to simplify this even further. We're just going to get rid of this and then have it this. We can make this all in one line, hopefully. But maybe we can make it more visually, stand out a little bit more visually if we add. So let's see. I'm going to zoom out. Grab that white box. I'm going to drag it to the side for now. And take this back to white. So select all that. White is 0, tab 0, tab 0. And then push OK. Or you can go to color, wherever I have that at. Color, click white here, or you can do it in the swatches panel and make it paper, which is white. There's several different ways to do everything. And that looks a lot better. See, even just cutting out some of the text. But sometimes you can't do that because you're not always in charge of what text goes into stuff. So you really have to like constantly be kind of struggling with that, which that's just part of the job. So if we create a box, we could potentially bring in that gold color. I don't want to stroke on it. And then we can bring this up. And then I'll grab this box again and kind of center everything in it. So that is looking pretty decent. And see how that call to action really stands out once you add that box behind it. Because that is important information. That is the call to action. And it's like, hey, do this. This is important. Like, here's information, but this is what you need to do with it. And so that's why we kind of tried to add a little bit more visual emphasis on that. And actually, if I click on this and do object effects, I could do like an outer glow. Maybe not white, but like black, or we'd have to add something into the swatches, or no. Let's just we'll stay with the swatches. So maybe this color, and if we preview that, maybe we should make it normal and make the opacity a little bit higher. And actually that helps that font come out even more. Maybe we'll just leave it around, 80, 77, yeah. So that helps that font pop out of that background even more. And that nice blue color is better than black because it's just prettier, honestly, than black. Because black turns kind of gray and muddy looking, whereas blue kind of... Same with painting. If you paint and you make your shadows with blue, it's usually a lot prettier than using black. But okay, so I think that is pretty good. We'll do a Command S just to save our work. And we're going to add the logo and some extra things down here, but we're almost done.